What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Just got out of the Monday Secret screening, which was Ron Howard's new movie, Eden. I've seen the poster for this. I've avoided the trailer because I definitely try to go into most movies blind these days, but this was such a fascinating watch, not realizing that this is based off of real events, and a lot of that gets, told more near the end of the movie. But this is a pretty stacked cast. So this movie takes place after World War One, where we have a doctor who has found this remote island in the Galapagos and has started writing essentially like his own religion, per se, that has gotten out into the papers. People are reading it, basically idolizing this guy, wanting to, live a life that he's living, and eventually one family makes their way to the island. A lot of it is to kind of meet this doctor and hope to follow in his footsteps, but quickly find out that he may not be what he seems to be, and tries to put them in very uncomfortable positions to get them off the island because, his from his perspective, he is just looking for peace away from everyone to focus on this manuscript that he's writing. Whereas this family is, trying to get away from the war, get away from what's going on in Germany, and kind of, build a life of their own. And then as this unfolds, more and more people tend to show up to this island, all with their own ambitions and projects. And then it becomes not so much man versus nature, but man versus man, as they all begin butting heads on who has the ownership of this island, who is going to achieve their dreams and get what they want in this life that they're going for. I would say the cast is definitely stacked. You got Jude Law, you've got Sydney Sweeney, just so many great actors in this movie giving very unique roles, and there are very uncomfortable moments in this movie as well. I think the story itself, it gets drug out a little bit. I could see a lot of people not really enjoying this. I do enjoy these movies that are based off of real events and tied into novels or things like that. So there's a lot in this movie to definitely unpack, and I think there's a lot of various subject matters that you could really tie into the world today, because there are moments where I jotted down notes and it gets me thinking about, like, what was going on during that time and how it relates to what's going on in this time. And I don't know, it's quite an interesting watch, and I would definitely recommend go seeing this in theaters. Also, a general fan of Ron Howard and most of the work that he puts out there. So if you're a Ron Howard fan, I think you'll really enjoy it. But if you see it, let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to know.